Hi, everybody. Welcome to the 20th episode of the Virtually Lost podcast. I am your host, Julian Cioso, and I'm here with my good friend, Robert. How are you doing, man?
Doing good. I finally caved. I shouldn't say caved, but I finally took everyone's advice and I watched Jujutsu Kaisen.
There you go. Finally taking my advice for once.
Well, I mean,
Congratulations.
people have been telling me for months. It's just, like I hadn't. I think we talked about it in previous episodes. Like, naturally, just find ourselves in a certain hobby. Like it was games for so long,
Right.
and then the Jujutsu Kaisen is just like constant. People you should watch it. You should watch it.
Right,
Finally,
right.
Like, I'll watch it.
But I'm gonna take it as the student has now become the master because I'm pretty sure I've said it, but Robert got me into anime. So now finally I have recommended an anime to him and he actually took my advice. So I will take this as a W.
I feel like there's shows that you've recommended that I've watched.
I really know. I feel like you
I
told
actually
me
don't
like, yeah, dude, I'll watch it for sure.
There's a chance. There's a chance that's 100% true. But Wednesday night was when I started Jujutsu Kaisen. I was like, It was like 10:30. I was like, okay, I'll watch an episode. I'll give it the 3-episode rule, so I'll be finished before midnight. So I'll go to sleep.
Right. Wait, when did you start? What time?
Like 10:30.
10:30. Okay, usually
And,
maybe 2 or 3, max.
Yes. No, the 3 episodes you'll be finished before midnight, and then go to sleep.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Mhm.
And then it was good. So I was like, okay, I'll watch a few more episodes. And then I got to like episode 12, and it's like there's an arc during that period of like 12 through like probably like 16, 18. I was like, okay, I gotta finish this arc. And then at like episode 18, I was just like, well, might as well just finish it in this one sitting.
I'm here already. I mean, might as well.
Yeah. So I finished it at like, what was it, 8 a.m. I think?
Oh
just
God, that's
binging
nuts.
that series.
Did you have at least like a little intermission, or is it just straight through?
Just literally the way I'm sitting, one knee up, is just this with a water. I think I refilled my water twice. I was just binge watching that show. And then I was like, okay, it's 8 a.m. I went to sleep. I woke up at like 1. And then I just binged through the manga the Thursday afternoon and caught up with it.
Oh, you're caught up with the manga too.
Yeah. So I
should have guessed. Yeah.
Yeah. So well, that's why you gotta catch up, and then we're thinking like either a half episode or an extra or something where we can go in depth on a series. And Jujutsu Kaisen is one that we would both have knowledge of, that we both watched and read recently. So maybe we'll do that.
That'll be fun. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And then since I'm on
this is the 20th episode, now we need to introduce some. We need to do some extras so that we can keep people.
This is the level up. It's like
the level up, exactly.
This is like level 16 in Pokemon. When you hit the second evolution, we're gonna. There's some things in the works. That's what we'll say.
We got projects in the works. All right.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you can look forward to with this show for sure. We keep changing. We keep evolving. All right.
Mm-hmm. And then
absolutely.
But like I said, Jujutsu Kaisen, like the dam broke, and now I'm back into freaking watching anime and reading manga. Because the day after I finished Jujutsu, I read all of Chainsaw Man, and
which people are hyped about. I'm really excited for the anime. I'm a bit of an anime Andy, so I tend to watch more anime than I read manga. So I don't know if I want to read the manga first and then watch the anime or what, but I'm excited for it for sure.
Yeah, I think it's good. I would recommend not reading it because of how I am. Where if I'm fine with watching than reading something, because typically the reading it has more material past that.
Right.
But if I've read, I have a harder time watching it after, because then it's like I know exactly what's gonna happen, but unless it's like visually phenomenal or the acting is top tier, then it's like it's a little bit harder to stay interested. And then I recently started Yu Yu Hakusho today, and that's what I was doing before this podcast. And
that's a classic, right?
Yeah, it's like 100. I thought it was like 50 episodes, like 150. So I got a journey ahead of me.
Right. Mm-hmm. It's no One Piece, but it's it's still up there.
I can't get into One Piece. I don't know why. I just put a mental block on myself saying I'll never get into One Piece. It's too big of a commitment.
One Piece is like that one thing you do like when you're 30 or something. Like you're, it's just like some kind of like rite of passage. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like that's a specific like a badge of honor, I guess
Yeah.
is what it says. Like I keep up with One Piece. Anyone who
No,
does
or
tell
like
me
there was
that,
like something I saw like online that was like, or like this is my second run through of One Piece. I'm like, what?
run
Second?
second.
So
Oh
it's like,
man.
oh my god,
So yeah, I'm back in the back. I'm back in the game.
back in the game.
Taking off the retired label. Same as
You're like
League.
the old the the old expert or whatever that they bring back out of retirement for one last job. You know what I mean?
I'm retired now, but I did the same thing with League, where
Oh
I
god.
forgot if it
Oh
was on
no,
this
League.
podcast. Yeah,
League, the
I don't know
game
if it
that
was the
never.
podcast or if it was during the week. But I said, I'm done, cold turkey, and I deleted it and Valorant off my PC.
Yeah.
And then Twitch, just brought it like a carrot on a stick and sent me they send for the Twitch gaming. They gave a free
Yeah.
skin shard. So I was like, well, I'm curious. Like the natural like gotcha fan in me was just like, well, I got to see what I get from this role.
Dude,
then,
League is like one of those drugs that everybody is like worried about that like permanently alters your brain or something.
dude, I don't know why. It was like a three or so day off period where I didn't play it.
Mhm.
But those first two games were just popping off on ARAM. I got like a 35 kill game and then a 28. I was just like, this is probably the best League I ever played. And then I went back to playing like shit, like dog trash.
Dude, I wonder if they do that like on purpose or whatever. They put you like when you're just come back, they put you with like some dog water opponents so that you feel good about yourself. And you're like, I am the best League player to ever live.
One of them makes sense because I played Pike and he has that natural
Yeah.
the execute ability.
Mhm.
So I was like the 35 kill game. And then the second game was me playing Varus, which is also very strong right now in ARAM.
Yeah.
And I was just fucking like Hawkeye kind of shit. Like there was not a skill shot I was missing. I had people in all chat messaging me, talking shit to me that I was doing too well. And I was like, okay, this is it. This is
Like calling
what
you a
we
Smurf and
thrive.
shit.
No, they're just being toxic to me. But
I bet you're a Turbo Verge or something.
Yeah, it was fun though. It was fun. And then I'm back to playing like shit though. So
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
back to normal.
We're gonna have to play some games after this or something.
I'd be down to.
To test it out.
Yep. Well, it's like a good middle ground because I think we like get put in the middle.
Uh-huh.
So then you get better because you're playing against harder people, and then
you feel better.
Yeah, I after getting stomped for days on end, and then I just like
it's like I can play with some kids right now real quick. Yeah. Yep. Oh man. So I think the big thing this week was the state of play, right? The Sony. Do they still call it the state of play?
Yeah. I think it's like PlayStation Showcase or State of Play. I think one of those two names. But yeah, that was this week. I think we said we hope to see Final Fantasy as one of the games.
Yeah. Nope. Sony said, no.
No.
Excuse me. You thought you were gonna get an update? No.
Nada.
Nada. We yeah, it seems like it wasn't that loud. I mean, there was a couple of good ones. I really am excited for the Wolverine Insomniac game. I was worried for a second because I thought it was going to be done by I forget whoever did the Marvel Avengers game or whatever that it was just called. I think it was just called Marvel Avengers.
Was that Square Enix?
It might have been Square Enix. That game was dog water. It was trash. It was like, I think everybody agreed. I feel like I barely know anybody that played it. Like it was just like press A to win, you know? It was just like one of those like hack and slash games where it's just like, oh, press A 3 times to do your ultimate attack or something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that game was dog water. And but Insomniac, their Spider-Man game is fucking amazing, which they also came out with Spider-Man 2, which I think is going to have Venom as one of the main characters. And I think there was like throughout the trailer there was like a voiceover from like with a Russian accent, so I think people were saying it was Taskmaster or something.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know too much about Marvel, so
Yeah, I
That's
just
pretty
I
cool.
know what I've heard, so that's what I heard people say. So, but still, the first one was amazing. I love that game. I played that game a lot, so I'm excited for the next one. I didn't play Morales, but
Oh, the DLC.
the DLC.
Yeah.
But I'm waiting till I get a PS5. I'm probably just so I can actually have games to play when I actually get a PS5
The thing
eventually.
I'm curious about though is I haven't played the new Spider-Man. I need to. I've heard it's a
Hmm.
great game.
It is very good.
But yeah, I heard but one of the ways you get around is, Spider-Man's abilities. So I'm very
Yeah,
curious on how the world is going to be on the Wolverine end. Is he just going to pull up like a
interesting.
GTA kind of game just
Scar.
in the whip?
No way.
But because he's not going to be swinging around, so I'm very curious on,
Yeah,
if the world is
that's
going to be
actually
smaller
interesting.
or if it's going to be.
I trust Insomniac to have some
Yeah,
kind of
I don't expect it to be a bad
I'm
game.
I expect it to be pretty good. I don't know. We'll see though. It's maybe it's a lot different from the other
Hmm.
game. It's possible.
That'd be
Yeah.
good too. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, and it's also
Yeah.
Wolverine, so I'm expecting like rated M kind of game.
Yeah. True. 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 So, because I think Spider-Man's rated T, or it's
I
like,
believe so.
yeah.
I believe it's
Or
fits the
I think
Spider-Man
there's that one that's
image.
like between T and M. It's like
Oh
T something, T plus,
yeah, it's like
T
T14
ultra.
or something. Yeah, Beyond Plus Ultra. I don't know.
But
Oh,
what? Go ahead.
there's all. Oh, were you still on this?
No, no, you go. You go.
I was gonna talk about the other great game that you need to play is the God of War Ragnarok got teased.
Yeah, I do need to play God. I don't think I've played any God of War, even like the older ones. So I do need to get on that
Oh,
for sure.
I didn't play the original God of War or any of the
Oh,
original
really?
God of Wars.
I
I've
heard they were
only
good.
started with. Yeah, I heard they were good too. It's
Yeah.
just I
Start
didn't.
with the PS4 one, right?
I started with the PS4 one, which
Mhm.
is the reboot with the
It's
Nordic
yes, the reboot.
series.
Yes, 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 yes.
And
With the
they
Son
released some
and
trailer,
Damned.
or I don't know why I said teaser earlier, a trailer, and
Mhm.
then also images of some of the characters. And that was actually an interesting thing where people were like divisive on the Thor design because they went with what Thor is said to look like traditionally, where
Right.
he's a big guy, big guy.
Big
Not is it Chris Hemsworth?
Yeah, Chris
Thor,
Hemsworth.
not ripped, but big
Like a
guy,
normal person, like yeah.
like big belly, big boy.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, no, he's because like Thor is like a drunk and gluttonous guy, so
Right.
this man is built.
Thick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so people are like,
I
I
want
don't know how
my
I feel
hot
about
Thor.
this. Yeah,
Give me my
I want
hot Thor.
yeah, that's basically a good way to describe it. It's like, yeah, I've been spoiled by looking at Chris Hemsworth this entire time. This guy does not look like him.
This is
And
Thor on the I think it was the first Avenger, or not the first Avengers movie, but the one of the more recent one where he's like Fat Thor or whatever. Like after
oh,
like one of the movies.
is that Ragnarok?
It might be.
Oh no,
Or
wait.
like after Ragnarok or something.
No, it's after. It's a second Infinity War.
Yeah, something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, the second Infinity
Yeah.
War. So that's what we're getting this time. Interesting.
Hmm.
Interesting.
But the game, the first game, amazing.
Yeah.
Highly recommend. And
Yeah.
second game looks amazing. It's very interesting though, because I don't know if the game is actually a trilogy with how things are like laying out.
Hmm.
Because
Interesting.
Ragnarok is kind of the end for
Mhm.
Norse mythology, so
Right.
I don't see where they're just gonna write off the dome for the third game. So it seems like it might just be a twofer.
This is gonna be God of War 3, Ragnarok again.
Point
Ragnarok 2.
Yeah, just straight up Infinity War Part 2.
Infinity War Part 2. Yeah. Interesting. Oh wait, you didn't say. So you binged Chainsaw Man. What are your non-spoiler opinions on it?
Oh, I enjoyed it. So far I thought the series ended because there hadn't been a chapter update in a long time. However, I guess there was news like around end of last year that it's going to continue, and I'm happy it does because there were a lot of questions I still had. That like what the point was where the manga's ended right now was it seems like an ending point, so that's why I naturally assumed the manga is over,
Right.
and it had an update in like months.
Right.
But apparently it's going to continue. I very much enjoyed it, but there were questions I had, so I'm glad to see it's continuing. I'm really excited for the animation, and I actually really like the trailer even more so after
reading it.
Fully reading it. Yeah.
Right. Interesting. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people are saying that it's going to be like, I feel kind of bad for it because the expectations are set pretty high with people saying that it's going to like, change your life and stuff like that. So, but some people are hyping it up a lot. So, I hope it lives up to people's expectations.
Honestly, it has a chance with Mappa. I think it could be.
And Mappa's been doing good recently. So
Mappa might because it has the potential. It's if Mappa can really bring their side and just fucking elevate it, it could be something. It could be something.
But aren't Mappa like kind of stretching themselves a little thin? Just because I think they're still doing the second part of the final season of JJK also, but they're also doing
AOT.
Yeah, AOT, and they're doing Chainsaw Man.
I'm assuming. Wait, are they the ones? They don't do. Oh wow, they do. But those are a lot of big. They got a freaking solid portfolio right now.
Yeah, I don't think they did I think the first part of AOT was Wit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I think they just took over. I think the last couple of seasons, and I heard there was a bit of complaints on some fans' end. I think because they added a little CG into AOT.
Complaint on Wit's end or
on the fans' end, on Mappa's end.
Oh,
yeah. Okay. So I don't know about if people were happy about that, but yeah, that's a big portfolio. That's a big it's a lot to undertake. So I don't know how they're splitting that up.
Yeah, it was
interesting.
As long as we always hear about the work conditions. As long as those work conditions are good, and they don't feel rushed, and the quality is good, then that sounds like they're doing amazing work. So.
Yeah. Hopefully everything's going good.
But yeah, Chainsaw Man. I'm really trying hard not to spoil anything without going anything. I like some characters. I don't like.
Yeah, I mean that's all I've seen so far is like the characters. Everybody's hyping up Power or whatever her name is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So and the little dog, the little chainsaw dog.
Oh yeah, Pochia, I believe is the name.
Yeah. So. Oh, and actually, the thing I've seen the most, in which like I feel like is gonna be my best girl, is like Kobenny, the Kobenny dance or whatever. That's like her playing
DDR.
Dance, DDR. I've seen that meme so many times on like on Instagram and stuff like that. So
it's funny.
So that's I don't know, that's my best girl right now, just from what I've seen, just meme wise.
I will
You'll tell me after the pod. You can tell me.
Wait, I have to actually remember because since I've binged in a day, names are kind of tough on me right now.
Oh my god, that's the problem.
Okay, yeah, it was, or I don't know how it's pronounced, Reze. I don't know. That was my best girl. Yeah, because I was like, it was either Renee or Reze. It was Reze, Ren. There's a lot. I knew it started with an R. That was all I knew.
This is what you get for binging it in a day.
Yeah, dude. Well, this is like delirious binging after I just went through Jujutsu Kaisen's every freaking format and the series was on. So I was like, my eyes were dying with the blue light just freaking piercing me. I need some glasses, but I enjoyed the series. So
do you not wear glasses? I thought you wear glasses already.
I do wear glasses, but
yeah, okay, me too.
These ones, but these are just specifically blue light ones because I need prescription ones. No, my prescription ones I got. I think I messed up when I was doing the test because I prefer my like old glasses from high school over these.
Yeah, you probably have to get it redone or whatever.
But yeah, hopefully we'll get finished with Yu Yu Hakusho before the week.
Okay, yeah, I believe you. I'm not as good on that front. Like I'm not good at. I feel like I used to be decent at it, like doing like the whole binging in a day, but I haven't done it in a while.
It's a good thing.
Yeah, it's probably a good thing. It's probably a good thing. Yeah.
Don't be like me.
Learn from my mistakes.
Yeah, be better.
Be better. Did we get through? Oh, there was also that game, Tales of Arise.
Another one in the Tales
Has
series. It seems.
Yeah. How
I've heard good
did you feel about
things.
it? Was it just a trailer or was it?
I saw a trailer a while back, like
Mm,
one of the first trailers. Haven't seen too much in the recent trailers.
mm.
I've heard good things about the game, and I've always been curious on the Tales series. Like I remember Bersaria, Zisteria. Like there's a
Yeah, I think I did Vesperia. I think
mm,
Vesperia was one for the 360. I have that one.
yeah. So
Yeah,
I've been wanting
Vesperia.
to play one, and
So they seem pretty good. Yeah.
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 So I'll
Yeah.
probably. I can't say probably. I might get this one.
There you
I
go. There
might.
you go. Might. There's a possibility.
Might
There's a
it gives me
non-zero
the
possibility.
50-50. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then what else? Oh yeah, I didn't get a chance to watch it because I was out of town. But this
Mm,
week was or started. I don't know if it was actually like during the middle of the week, but Valorant Masters Berlin began.
interesting.
A lot of games. I think it continues on through most of next week. Also, might even go to. I think my grand finals probably is the next weekend.
Mm,
Uh, I don't really have a team on for
yeah.
Valorant.
Yeah. I mean, it's a new, relatively newer game compared to a lot of the other esports, the more established esports. So it still has room to grow, I would say. Yeah, I don't know.
Do you have an org that like if they're in a esports you'll follow?
I've like an org, you said?
Yeah, an org like
Yeah,
TSM, C9,
yeah,
CIG.
I followed like 100 Thieves, the fashion brand a little
Oh
bit.
yeah, apparel.
Yeah, I feel like I know some of their creators and stuff like that. So it's like the creators that are part of their team. So I feel like I followed them. Probably C9. I know
Hmm.
a couple of players from like C9 teams. So I mean,
Hmm.
the kind of the classics, not anything
Well,
too in
cheer on
depth.
cheer on 100 Thieves at in Berlin.
In Berlin.
They're there. Them
No,
and Sentinels, I think, are the two U.S. representatives.
there you go. There you go. Wait, Sentinels were. Oh, no, that wasn't the team that was founded by.
They're the team to beat right now. They're the ones who
Hmm.
won last Masters, and
Oh, I think I do know Sentinels. Yeah, I think I
they
do.
have oh my goodness, I'm gonna blank on his name. Tens.
Tens. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I do know tens. Yeah,
Mhm.
that dude's funny. um, but uh, but yeah, I'm not super like up on esports. I gotta be honest. Even though I think esports are super cool, I'm just not like super. Dude, I'm honestly more up on like traditional sports than I am. Which today, well, not technically today, but the NFL like just started. Like the
No one
actual
gives
game
a
started
shit.
today. Fuck you. All right. I'm like sad though because my Green Bay Packers got fucking smashed like 34-3 or something like that. Dude, for anybody out there, you know how you can stop listening for a second. I'm not gonna talk about video games for like 10 minutes. Aaron Rodgers is throwing hardcore. I think he just wants to get
Well,
traded.
that's his position.
Wait, what do you mean?
Throwing.
Shut the
He's a
fuck
quarterback,
up.
is he not?
Shut the fuck up. But no, he does not care. It just really does seem like he does not care, and he just wants to go to another team. And I'm like, at this point, I'm like, at first I was like, oh, dude, I can't. How can Aaron Rodgers leave or whatever? But like now, I don't really care. If he doesn't care enough to like fucking try, like he threw two interceptions today, which he's like barely thrown any interceptions his whole career, and then he throws two in a day. It was like literally his worst loss of all time. So I was like, dude, if you want to leave, just get out, dude.
You
Don't
sound
affect
like
the team.
you have the makings of 76ers fans who hate Ben Simmons right now. That's all that city or that fan base, even like other teams fan bases like do not like the effort put forth by Ben Simmons in NBA. That because the kid hasn't developed. I think he's
Mm.
younger than us, so I'll say kid. But
Is he really?
I think so.
'Cause
I
I
think
know who Ben
that
Simmons
age
is.
of
Right?
NBA players is around our age, or they're
Slightly
around our
younger.
age, yeah,
Yeah.
or slightly older. But
Yeah.
he's like a foot taller than me, but that doesn't matter.
He could beat your ass.
Yeah, we don't even. That's not even a question.
That's true. Anybody in the NBA can kick both their asses at the same time.
Yeah, anyone who's in the NBA, I'm not trying to fight. I'm not a fighter. Come on. But yeah, the thing is, like, he said he's one of the things about him. Just probably be short. One of his big complaints is the guy doesn't have a jump shot, and one of the biggest issues is that his shooting coach, one of the persons who helps you develop your shot,
right,
is his brother. His camp is filled with people who are his family or close friends he's had for a long time. And when you don't have that like outward source,
third party,
an impartial person to the situation, everyone's just going to tell you, you're doing great, honey. Meanwhile, you're fucking stinking up that locker room. That's all I'll say. No, it's fine to be bad, but to not put the effort at the highest level of sports and understand the situation you're in, it's been unfortunate.
Same for Aaron Rodgers. That dude just wanted out. He wanted he wanted his bag and he wanted out. And like at this point, if you're gonna play like that, take your money and go. Like I feel like if he keeps this up. Hopefully he won't. Maybe this will be like a wake up call, whatever. Like, oh, I want to make my last season here, like a good one or whatever. Hopefully, that's what I'm hoping. But like with the performance he had today, I mean, take your bag and head out, my man. Because like that's just like I feel like it's disrespectful to your teammates at some point, where it's just like, are you putting in any? It was literally your worst game of literally the last, what would it be, like 10, 11 years? You know what I mean?
He's getting older.
I mean, he is getting older for sure. But I mean, he didn't even get a touchdown, like one. You know what I mean? Like there's a fucking, what's his name? Tom Brady is fucking twice his age or something like that.
So?
I mean,
okay,
man,
you can't compare everyone to be the same. You can't say that everyone's going to be doing what LeBron does at like, what was he? He's 36.
I mean, but still, like Aaron Rodgers for a long time was always looked at as an elite. Like he still
eventually people.
I know, but I really think it seems like it's everything that just happened in the off season is like that's what it seems like. That's what people are going to think because of like just everything that happened.
Timing of everything.
Yeah, the timing of everything, right?
Okay.
So that's what you're going to assume. That's the assumption you'll make. And it's just like, that fucking sucks. It just seems like this year we're like, we're going to be trash or whatever. So then we just have to resign ourselves to be trash for a year.
All right. That was it for our sports.
That was it. That was an aside.
Bucket. All right. Back to
the nerds, the weebs, get back in here.
Weebs and gamers. Titanfall 2.
Weebs and gamers are the most oppressed people of all time. Yeah.
Well, Titanfall 2. Servers are compromised by hackers. Respawn Entertainment. Also, there's also ones who do Apex Legends. This is a more current game.
Okay, but like, hasn't this been an issue for like literally
servers
like a year?
Have always been an issue. I don't know for Respawn.
I feel like Respawn needs to. Does EA still on Respawn?
I think Titanfall 1 is unplayable. Titanfall 2 had this issue. Apex Legends constantly has issues, but Titanfall 2. What was it? The big thing with this one is like they said at first they were like, you might have to delete the game, but now it's at a state where it's like, just don't boot it up. Don't boot it up or else, then it gets bad. So,
then the Russians get your information.
Yeah. Then it's on your end. As soon as you boot up the game, they just put their hands up like they got another one.
Dude, it's like at one point I heard a lot of people saying they're focused on Apex. I'm like, they're probably never going to fix the Titanfall 2 issues, but it's like Apex even has issues. Like either like, I don't know, like you have to bring in like some kind of like outside team to just take a look at the code or something. Or like, I mean, I'm pretty sure EA still owns them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe so.
EA's got money. EA got like, they got that FIFA money. They got that fucking,
But do they want to?
That's fucking EA. EA doesn't give a shit about anything. But yeah, man, like, come on. Like, how do they not have some resource? Even maybe like an internal resource, like an outside team from another part of EA or something that just like goes in and takes a look. Yeah, something.
That team does seem like it seems like they're undermanned and low budgeted, because it seems like from what I've seen, all the people who work on that game or Apex, I don't know about Titanfall 2, but Apex seem to be passionate about the game and the community.
Yeah.
So all these problems. It's sad to see, and I'm
Yeah, it
wondering,
really is sad to see. And like
what,
Apex is popular right now. I mean, people do play a lot of Apex right now, like on
dude.
Twitch and stuff like that. Like
That game is a cockroach. I don't know why. Every season, it somehow just comes back like Christ, like Jesus bringing back Lazarus from the dead. Every season is just a new surge of the game, and it's crazy. The game did not seem like it would have this longevity.
yeah, no, it's pretty crazy. I mean, it's been going for how long? Do you know? I feel like it came out when we were still in high school or something.
So it's on like season 10. It would be like around. I got into it pretty late, like I think probably season. Actually, no, I got into it. I played it on PlayStation way before I had a PC, so I had it in probably sophomore year is what I'd guess.
Sophomore year of college.
Sophomore year of college.
Yeah.
And for a game that really had really not much to its name, that's that's longer lasting than you'd expect.
Yeah.
Or long lasting.
So it's like, I feel like for a game that like has a lot of popularity still to this day, like they put at least a little of effort into it. I don't know. Maybe they're waiting for like a Titanfall 2, or not Titanfall 2, but like a Apex Legends 2 or something. I don't know, but it's like,
who knows? I
don't know. That just seems kind of sad to me, just because of like, there's still like a pretty large community there, like just for the community members and for the team that's like passionate about it. It seems kind of just sad. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know what to say.
Unfortunate, but
it is what it is. I guess.
Trying to figure out what game to play next, if I do play a game, because you
could play Twilight Princess that I let you borrow.
That is true. I have to finish. Well, the thing is, Twilight Princess, the Zelda games.
Yeah.
When I started playing them again, it's me and my brother play them like together. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. If it was me, I probably would have finished the game by now. But that would kind of takes away. Like we played Ocarina of Time, then Majora's, then Wind Waker together. And it's like we'll take turns. Yeah. So,
Are you thinking of getting the remake for what's it called?
Skyward?
Skyward, yeah.
Eventually, I want to go through them all except for 2.
But, we don't talk about 2.
No, probably all of them like past a certain point.
Yeah.
Because like the old, like 1, I love 1.
Yeah.
I bet it would be hard. Maybe Link to the Past is probably the first one that I think is possible to do as like just swapping off every once in a while, because we didn't really. It's kind of just based off feel and when we'll swap playing, but it's an enjoyable experience.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. We're still waiting for Breath of the Wild 2. This is never gonna come out. It's gonna come out to the next Switch. Oh, that
was the thing that got a rumor, was they possibly were thinking of bringing down Switch prices to $250 off of $300. Which
I mean. Like, are they talking about the new model or whatever, the Pro model?
They wouldn't. Yeah, they definitely would. It would definitely pertain to all models, I'm assuming, because that would be very odd if they're like selling. They're marketing them both as a Switch, but the newer model's still $300 while the older model's $250. I think that'd be a very odd thing to do. I don't think that they'd do it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how Nintendo works. That's the one we'll never know how Nintendo works. Let's be honest.
So I'm probably gonna borrow my. Oh no, I can't even borrow. PlayStation 5. I wanted to see that. We'll go back. I want to go back to this actually real quick.
Okay.
I thought that like there had to be some bigger games on that. That showcase.
I agree 100%. And we got GTA 5 again.
Oh yeah, of course. That's a phoenix right there. That game is a phoenix,
dude. It's becoming Skyrim. It's becoming that's what GTA 5 is now.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
Because there was also there was like Project Eve, which people were saying is like Nier, and Bayonetta seemed like those kinds of games.
Yes,
there was
sexy robot woman.
There was
anime
the Square. There was the Square Enix Isekai game Forspoken.
Okay, there you go. Isekai. It's invaded even games.
But yeah, it's just like, I don't know. The game seemed good, but I think PlayStation has to like dominate in games, because Xbox's Game Pass is a
they have
system.
Game Pass. I was gonna say, what does Xbox have right now? But Game Pass,
Xbox has the utility. Like PlayStation
needs
needs its game exclusivity as a selling point. I'm not saying like people
Yeah.
are they're gonna of course be all of like PlayStation diehards regardless.
Yeah.
But to get if they want people to ever switch consoles or consider getting, a PlayStation if they own a PC and or an Xbox already, it has to be through the quality of those games. And
Yeah.
PlayStation Showcase had
You'd think they would.
some
Yeah.
great games. I'm
Yeah.
gonna be honest. How are you not
Did
gonna
you
throw in
did you get a
Final
chance to take a
Fantasy?
look at Deathloop? So I think that's coming out soon.
Oh no, I didn't get a chance to watch the
Yeah.
Deathloop one. Oh,
Yeah, I think that's one of their exclusives that's coming out.
I did see a game that was like in Japan that dealt with like a whole bunch of mythological creatures.
Tokyo Ghostwire or something like that.
Yes.
Yeah. They've been having that game up for a while. There was I remember one of the developers became a meme because everybody thought she was nice. Do you remember this?
Thought she was nice.
Thought she was she's yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It was a while ago. But I remember there was a meme about one of the developers at a conference or something. Yeah, that's how I remember everything nowadays is through memes.
Freaking Zoomers, man.
Yeah, dude. I love memes, man. Oh man, but yeah, I don't know. I'm excited to see what happens. I mean, I've been excited for the new Final Fantasy game, so it looks really sick, and I'm excited for it to go back to a mythological type of Final Fantasy because it's been a while since that's happened. It's been mostly technological future kind of thing. So
that's true.
It could be interesting. I don't know. We'll see.
Ready for one of those? Oh yeah, remember the maybe we'll get a Persona 6 with all those.
Oh yeah, maybe we'll get a Persona 6. But I think that's probably going to be a little while. No, or wasn't that supposed to be announced during the anniversary of Persona?
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask about. If any more of those updates happen, because there's they had 7 things that they were going to announce about. Yeah, I have no clue about that, but I'm very curious on when the next. We're probably going to get, we haven't gotten a Persona fighting game as of recent, so we'll probably get one of those. They've done dancing, so next we'll probably get a karaoke game. We spice things up a bit. And then we'll have one that uses the, on the Switch, that uses the Ring Adventure kind of controls. I'm expecting it all. Yeah,
true. Very true. But it's going to be canon, and it's going to have a ton of lore in it. It's going to have a ton of lore. It's going to be necessary. It's going to be a necessary part of the experience. It's going to have the lead into Persona 6. So it's going to be a must play. So,
and it's actually going to connect to 3, 4, and the overarching story.
Yes. Yeah, it's all going to merge. Doesn't make a sense at all, but it's going to work. It's going to work. Atlas is going to pull it out. It's going to be sick. It's going to be sick.
And everyone's going to cheer.
Yes. Yeah. And there will be at least 5 videos of how does this connect to Persona 1, on YouTube.
And then eventually we're going to get the play order.
Yes, the play order, the Persona 5 play order. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh wow, those are my arms. I don't know if you could hear that, but that was loud pops. But I think
one last one, we're going to have people complaining about how the original Persona 5 is no longer canon, and that you no longer need to play it. That's what it.
Oh yeah, just like they do with all the other original vanilla games. Yeah.
All right. Well, do you have anything else? I think we've been going for a little while, so I think.
I think we're good to call it for episode 20. We haven't figured out.
Get ready for the level up. This is the end of season 1. We're entering season 2 of Virtually Lost. Starting with this episode. Get ready. Get excited.
I thought you were gonna make it more hype and then you paused and just said the rest of this episode. I thought you were gonna say date. I thought you were gonna go off, give some goals, some benchmark points where we can shoot for. Come on, man.
We're starting a Patreon. We're starting a GoFundMe. That will, we're gonna scam you, but it'll be fine. You'll get a sticker, maybe.
Dude, that'd be hard to make. A digital sticker is
a digital sticker. We'll give you an NFT,
aka a PNG, and do what you want with
it. We're making a Virtually Lost coin. We're gonna.
Yeah. Hey, next episode we can legally drink.
That's true. The show can drink.
Hey, maybe celebrate. Take one shot before the drink.
Before the show, fuck yeah,
Before the
dude.
show, never.
We're that'll be for episode 100, all right?
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right. Well,
All right, be ready, guys. Follow us on social medias. We're pretty much on everything. We're on like we haven't shout out the social medias that much, honestly, but
yeah.
we're on YouTube, we're on Spotify, we're on Apple Podcasts, we're on TikTok,
Google,
Instagram,
and then our Twitter,
yeah,
Instagram, and then our
Instagram,
personals.
all this stuff. Yeah,
my personals. It's like I'm pretty much active on Twitter and Instagram is the two that I'd say I'm most active on.
Same here. I'm at J Sollozo, SOLLOZO. You know, we're out here. We're grinding. All right.
Yeah, keep up with me in my journey on Nier. That's pretty much what I post on Twitter now. Is just what anime I'm watching.
There you go.
Games and then Nier Reincarnation.
I don't post shit, but I retweet some funny shit.
Hey man, you gotta get posting. You gotta be more active.
I do. Now I'm gonna be more active. We're leveling up, so I will be more active. Okay, right?
I'll hold you to it. You are half of the face. You can either be virtually or lost. I don't know which one you prefer, but you get your option.
All right, sounds like a plan. Sounds good.
All right,
well, man.
We'll see you next week, everyone.
We'll see you next week, everybody. Thank you for joining us for the 20th episode of the Virtual Lost Podcast. We are signing out.